guys, check out the next level games for all your TCG needs. Link is down below in the description of the video. Thanks, guys.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we're covering Unbroken Bonds. I know, right? We're covering a set before there's a pre-release. Holy cow, what is this? Well, people have asked me to start learning cards before they come out, so that way I don't make as much misplays. So what we're doing today is over on Limitless, limitlesstcg.com. Link is just Limitless TCG. Where have you been? One of the better websites out there for sure. Look, Limitless, talking. Hey, anyways, so what happened is, thanks to a leak from Spain, the set list for our upcoming expansion Unbroken Bonds is now confirmed. The set list will be released on the 3rd of May and played in major tournaments starting May 18th, with the regional championships in Santa Clara and Sydney. Pre-releases for Unbroken Bonds are happening this coming up weekend. Can you see my cat jumping in her little box right there? Zora's in her box right now. Okay. So, great. Thank you, David. Thank you, Limitless, for this. And they actually added this really cool thing. So, right now, there is, I think, 191 cards. 190 cards. That does not include full arts and gold cards. So, we don't know what those are. But before we go over this, what is your, top 10 list? This is very, very crucial. I need to know your top 10 list because I am going to make a top 10 cards. It'll be posted a little bit after, maybe not next weekend, but the weekend or the week after that for Wednesday, the top 10 cards for Unbroken Bonds. Because what I'm doing today is we're reacting to Unbroken Bonds, but good thing for us on Limitless, they have this hide less relevant cards. So now it's not so many. It's not all 190. And luckily for us, David has picked out supposedly the bad cards, or put away the bad cards, and just has the good cards in here. So, great things are happening on Limitless. Can't thank them enough. Huge, big thanks to them. Alright, so let's just go down it. Once again, your boy only knows maybe 2 cards. The first one is Venomoth, the other one is Dedenne, and that's all I know. So, we'll go over this together. We'll see the reaction from me. You can talk smack and tell me, blah, 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 but give me your top 10 list for Unbroken Bonds. That's what I really want to know for today. So, if you want to hear the smooth sounds of Joshua's squeaky marking talking, let's go for this. So the very first one is Venomoth and Buzzwole-GX. Now I know this has been a deck by itself in Japan, and I know this is going to be a big old play deck, but I don't know what it does. So 260 HP. It's a big tanky Pokemon right there. Jet Punch does 30. Attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that's where Buzzwole comes in play. All right. Elegant Soul 190. During your turn the next turn, this Pokemon's Elegant Soul's base damage is 60. And then Beast Game 50. If your opponent's Pokemon gets knocked out by damage from this attack, take an additional prize card. If this Pokemon at least has 7 extra energy attached to it, take 3 additional prize cards instead. So if you can take 1 knockout with Beast Game, which is very easy, you could win the game and just knock out 1 Pokemon, essentially, right? You take an additional 3 prize cards instead. You knock out a tag team. That's 6 prize cards in 1 turn with Beast Game, which seems crazy, but this is, I think, it's an Ultra Beast. That's an Ultra Beast right there. So you can Beast Ring to this guy and all of a sudden blow up and take some huge knockouts. So that's why the cards by itself, it won a Japanese tournament. And trust me, we're going to try the deck out. I know there's other cards as well that's in the set, or in the list. I just don't know what's in there. I haven't obviously played the deck yet. But it's obviously a really good card with Beast Game, having that amazing GX attack. Man, very interesting. And 260, you can just Jet Punch, set up some knockouts. Just punch everybody for 30. Elegant Soul for 190. Hey. It's not bad at all. Also, you can just goose around in Elegant Soul again and stuff like that. It seems really cool. I do like this card a lot. No wonder it has seen some success in Japan. I don't know how big I haven't really looked to see how big it does. Okay, I can't talk that long about every card because we'll be here for over an hour. All right, so Caterpie. All right, so ability Pupate. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin of heads, search deck for a card which evolves a Pokemon, put it on top of this Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. All right, so we can just hey, flip a coin of heads. We're looking for a Metapod. Metapod has the ability Emergence. Once during a turn, we flip a coin of heads, search deck for a card, which evolves Pokemon. Okay, so I guess in one single turn, you can just have a Butterfree. So So the question is, how good is Butterfree? Well, Butterfree has Triple Charge. Search deck for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like to shuffle your deck. Now, this could be fantastic. Well, you're looking for a non-colors, right? Just any kind of... Doesn't matter. Play in any deck, you know? And to search for 3 energies. It could be your Lightning decks. It could be for the new Pheromosa Buzzwole-GX card. It looks pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely on the bottom of the tier list, but it does have a really cool Triple Charge attack. Solar Beam, we don't care. But Triple Charge is where it's at, and you can potentially get a turn 1. Alright, so I guess we're not going to show Oddish. Maybe it's terrible. But Gloom has Intolerable Smell. Once during a turn, you may flip a coin of heads, look at your opponent's hand, and put a base Pokemon you find there onto their bench. Now, this could be really, really crucial because Dedenne coming out is really good. Also, it can counter like Tapu Leles and stuff like that. Is it good in your deck? What does Vileplume do? Well, Variety Pollen. Once during a turn, you may flip a coin of heads. Choose either Poison, Burn, Sleep, or Confusion. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now affected by the chosen condition. So you just... If you flip... It's not worth it. I mean, Gloom seems cool, right? You got the Intolerable Smell. You can put a Pokemon... And these are all flip coins. Wow, we're loving some flips right now. We've had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 4 out of 6 where flip coins have heads. I don't think it's going to be played, though. I don't think it's very cute, but not played. So, Venomoth-GX. I'm excited. I don't think we've had a really Venomoth-like powerhouse card in anything I can remember. If you played Koga's Trap from your hand during this turn, this attack does 90 more damage. If you played Janie from your hand this turn, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage does Pokemon from basic Pokemon. Ooh, so it can counter base Pokemon. Also can do 200 damage, of course, you know, damage modifier, stuff like that. It only needs a Grass and a DC, so not too bad. And Dance Exchange, 60, shuffle your into deck, and then draw 10 cards. So we got the Shuffle 10 that we've seen with, like, Drampa and, like, kind of Rayquaza, right? And Rayquaza wasn't Shuffle, but still was a discard. So, an okay GX tech that we have seen, it does higher damage than any others. Secret Ninja Teaching seems very interesting. I have to see what Koga's Trap and what Janie does. Like, being able to make it where you can be her from base Pokemon could be really, really good if the meta does shift to an all-basic format. But with Zoroark still running around, only 200 HP does seem very scary, but you do protect yourself from Buzzwole, which is your weakness. So, maybe Secret Ninja Teaching is good. It seems better than the other card besides Pheromosa we've seen so far. Victory Bell, this deck does 60 damage for each special condition your opponent's active Pokemon. Gastro Acid, 90 until the end of your next turn. Okay, so what you could do is you can play a Vileplume Victory Bell deck. Listen to me, is a lot. It's not very good, but you can see the synergy. You can have multiple of these out, right? And you can have multiple conditions. So if you have enough conditions, let's say 3 of them, you can do 190. You do have to flip coins, and then they do take the status condition effects as well. So it could be a very interesting, like, 1 energy attack deck. Gastro Acid, you're not really worried about that. Like, it's cute to have the defending Pokemon has no ability, but it doesn't really matter. The Reactive Poison combined with Vileplume seems very, very nice if we have Force of Giant Plants. Alright, so Kartana, Grass Kartana instead of Steel. Decuri, if you have exactly 4 prize cards made in attack, that's 120 damage. So, if you're going to the pre-release, if you pull this card, this is you want to start just this guy and nothing else. You can build a deck of 60 cards. Well, maybe not, because that chicken price card doesn't really good. It seems interesting, right? You have this Decuri attack, which you do 130, which knocks out a lot of stuff, or 2-shots of stuff. And then False Light seems very interesting, because you put it down to 10, then you can take a knockout Decuri. But it only has 70 HP, so not very good. It's definitely a playable card in pre-releases. Is it good outside of that? Unless you like have some super grass weak deck you're trying to counter, I don't think it's going to be good, though. Oh my goodness, Reshiram and Charizard-GX tag team? 270 HP. He is a monster. Outrage. We're reprinting Reshiram here. Alright, Flare Strike, 230. This Pokemon can't use Flare Strike during the next turn, so 230 for 4 energies. Double Blaze, 200. This Pokemon has 3 extra fire energy to it, so it needs 6 of them. This deck does 100 more damage, and the attack's damage is not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so it does 300. that seems very cool, right? You get double blaze for 300, take a knockout, and then flare strike for 230 for 260 with the choice band. Seems pretty good. I like it a lot. Fire is definitely in a weird spot though, right? I don't think there's like any energy accelerators that I'm aware of. Maybe there is in this set. I just haven't seen them yet. That's my big concern right now. I don't think there's any big energy accelerators. So Arcanine. Grand Flame, 120 attached 2 fire energy from this card to your bench Pokemon. Hate Tackle. This card seems bad. I don't know if I even put this on the list. Once again, maybe there's some kind of fire accelerator I don't know of yet. 3 energy fire is just not good. There's nothing to power it up really, so I don't think this is good. It seems cool, right, to get your fire energies to one of your bench Pokemon, but stage 1 that's doing it doesn't seem very good. So Darmanitan, 130, find Wildfire, searching for 3 fire energy, reveal them, put into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So there has to be something that is helping these fire Pokemon, because we're getting all these fire support right now. Discard all fire energy from this Pokemon. You're getting fire energy in your hand. So there's some fire energy accelerator that we're going to find out here later. Another fire Pokemon, Volcanion. So David really loves these fire Pokemon. Flare Starter. Search deck for fire energy attached to one of your Pokemon. If this is your first turn, search deck for 3 fire energy instead and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. Wow, that seems pretty good, right? So yeah, being able to search for 3 fire energy on your first turn, like, oh, I want to go second because I'm playing Volcanion. It's definitely a viable option now if you want to, right? If you play in 4 Volcanions, you want to get that turn 1 Flare Starter, you're like, I'm going to go second. And you can get that, yeah, because it's your first turn. You can use it and get 4 energies out in your first turn. 1 by attaching and 3 from the Flare Starter. Outside of that, Feverish Explosion, it can do 110 next turn, right? Because you'll have 4 fire energies next turn for sure. You just attach it, then you're good to go. So, 110 though is still not very strong. It could be a good non-basic Pokemon, 120 HP. It just gets knocked out by Zoroark, unfortunately. If it had 130, I think it would be a little bit better. But 120 straight up seems pretty bad. Litten, draw cards, Pokemon's asleep. The defending Pokemon can't retreat. Okay. Catterday. That's alright, clever. Incineroar, alright, so we're not going to see the middle stage, I guess. But Incineroar, strong yell. All of your Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage against your opponent's active Pokemon. If you have more than 1 strong yell in play, apply only 1 at a time. Alright, so you can only do it once, unfortunately. But getting the bonus 30, is it worth it? That's the question, right? If you could rare candy a Ditto to Incineroar, then I think it'd be, like, phenomenal, right? It'd be really cool. You just, like, all of a sudden evolve Ditto to Incineroar and your opponent don't see it. That's really cool. But putting a 101 Incineroar line in your deck seems very gimmicky. I don't know if I would... we know the plus 30 from, like, Volcanion stuff were very good, right? But it was a basic. This is a stage 2. So, I don't know. Salazzle, Roserville, Ninetales, what are you doing from Heart Gold Steel Silver? Once during the turn, may discard a fire energy from your hand, then draw 3 cards. Alright, cool, let's make Bassafion even better. Speaking of Bassafion, we have a Bassafion, okay. Flip one of your face down price cards. If that card is a fire energy, this attack does 50 more damage. This card stays face up. Flame Ball Circus. This card is made a fire energy from your hand as you like. This attack does 50 damage for each card discarded that way for 3 energy. So if you can somehow get 3 energy on this Bassafion, which is very doable because that looks really cool. Because he is an Ultra Beast, you can use Beast Ring and then to get the fire energies that way and then you can get the fire energy in your hand just like manually maybe somehow. And then you can get it back next time with Naganadel and stuff. That seems pretty interesting, right? It seems like Bassafion finally has like a somewhat decent like non-GX EX attacker outside of Naganadel. So it definitely is going to be an inclusion, I think, for sure in these Bassafion decks. So War Turtle, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. Pretty cool from the sniping. We see sniping is still going to be around. Aqua Splash, we'll care about that. So Blastoise-GX. What are we doing here, Blastoise? We're arching you out, buddy. Solid show. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Rocket Splash. Team Rocket? Shuffle as many water G attached to your Pokemon into your deck. Okay. As you like. This attack does 60 more damage. 60 damage, highest amount of number of cards. Shuffle your deck this way. So, I mean, you could... So, I mean, you can just get a bunch out of Blast. I mean, it's not very good. There's other water Pokemon that are better. I guess you could just play both Blastoise in Standard, and that's how one way you can power it up. Obviously, you can Arch. I think it's Blastoise. I think it is. Yeah, it's definitely Blastoise. But you can just play the other Blastoise in Expanded, and then you have to Arch this one out. I think it's better to play it in Standard, because you just play like the double like Blastoise, and you just go that way. I think it's better. Big Geyser-GX. Attach as many Water Gs from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like. Seems very combo-ish, right? Big Geyser, Rock Splash. We only get Big Geyser once is the big thing, though. But only 3 energies, you do 180 with Choice Band 210. You're taking some knockouts. Very cool, I think, for sure. Poliwag, if you went second during your first turn, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon confused. Oh, yeah, very nice. Poliwrath, 50 to Poliwag or Poliwag on the bench. This deck does 90 more damage, so it can do 180 for Water DC. So that's pretty neat. It's just this, like, non-GX-CX doing 180, Choice Band 210, Shrine Opponents for 220. Just need a Water DC. And you can, if you can use Turning Limp. I don't say his name, whatever. Alright, Tentacle. If you played Jenny from your hand during this turn, this attack does 50 more damage. So 60 for Colorless Energy. Tentacruel, move 1 energy from your opponent's Pokemon and move it to another their Pokemon. Put 3 damage cards on the Pokemon you move the energy to. So you can move energies, kind of disrupt your opponent. I have seen mill decks like this before, where you just put energies in like Pokemon that are like terrible. I don't know how relevant that's going to be in this format. Maybe you can move it to Jirachis. Outside of that, everything can pretty much attack that you have in your decks. Even like the Tapu Lele's can attack now. So that's the scary thing about doing that. Kyurem? Oh, I think we're going to have a reprint. Search deck for Water G attached to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Alright, so you get 2 energy out of turn. Hail Prison 110, discard 2 Water G Pokemon. Your opponent's attack. Okay. So now we haven't seen any too crazy Pokemon that I like super liked in a long time. While going over this list, we're almost halfway. Raichu, never give up. You can only use stack here 3 or more prize cards than your opponent. Attach all lightning to your discard pile to your Pokemon any way you like, and Headbutt for 110. So you can just get all your lightning energies back out. Now this could be a really big deal, especially like in Zapdos decks that don't play a lot of lightning. It could be a big deal. Especially if you're playing like the 1-up Ditto, you can just evolve into Raichu and use Never Give Up to get back your lightning energies, which is pretty cool. Maybe in a Rayquaza deck, you have a Rayquaza that was knocked out or something. You have like really, like you have 2 prize cards left. You can just like use Never Give Up, go down to 1 to get a bunch of lightning energies on your field. Could be a thing. Headbutt 110, who cares? Stunfisk, this attack does 10 damage when your opponent's bench Pokemon, so we have a little snipe there. Shock Trap. This attack does 30 damage for each of your Pokemon that with any damage counters on them. So you can maybe play some kind of like deck where you purposely put damage counters on your Pokemon, then you can Shock Trap for like a ton of damage that way, which seems very interesting, right? This attack does 30 damage for each of your Pokemon, so it can do 150, and maybe there's some way to get Pokemon down. I don't know too much in Standard how you could do that. I know Expanded, you can have, like, Potown and evolve them, or T-Magma Secret Base and put Pokemon down that way to take damage. But in Standard, I'm not 100% sure, unless you're playing, like, Shrine with, like, a bunch of GX-CX and you just, like, purposely damage something. It definitely seems cool, and there has to be some combo that I'm missing right now. So, Dedenne-GX, and this is the big one that everybody's, like, kind of freaking out about just a little bit. It says, I guess, DD charge? When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6 cards. You can only use 1 DD charge per turn. Now, this is still, like, fantastic. Be able to, like, get a new hand of 6 and play a Splitter card. Drawing up to, like, a potential like, 13, 12, whatever cards it is you can draw. It seems really, really nice, right? You get this cool ability you can use. You do have to Ultra Ball for it. But still, it's not bad. I think it's a fantastic card. And people are going to be like, oh, it's not very good. Look, just look at Shaman. Shaman is broken. Yes, you can use multiple Shamans, but just have the consistency and be able to, like, just discard your hand and draw 6 cards. It's pretty phenomenal. I think it's great. Is a good attacker. No, it's not as good as like Shaman and Tapu Lele have been, and even Yuxi back then was like good too. Dedenne, I think that's the main thing it's missing. It doesn't have this like really like fantastic attack, and it's limited to only one daily charge per turn, so that's a thing as well. But still, I think it's a good card. It's definitely good. It's not like super crazy Shaman, like Dex is playing like 4 or 3, but you're definitely still playing like 1 or 2 of them, right? It's just really good to Ultra Ball for Dedenne and just like play it and get you out of situations where it can really help. So Charger Bug, ability is Battery. This card is in your hand. You may attach a special energy you may attach it as a special energy to one of your Vigavolt or Venomoth-GX in play. This does not count as energy, okay? Wow, so we're seeing a reprint of like Cast Form and those Delta cards, be able to attach it as a 2 energy. It doesn't even count as your energy per turn. It is limited to only Vigavolts, but still that's really cool in Rayquaza decks. Being able to have the 1-up Charger Bug, and you can make the decision of, hey, do I evolve into a Vigavolt, or do I put this on a Vigavolt later, and it counts as 2 energies from my Rayquaza. It's pretty nice. We have a new Vigavolt. If there's a Jada card to play, this Pokemon has no weakness. We made this card all lightning from this Pokemon. If you do, this deck does 100 more. So 220. You can play some splits, some Vigavolts now, and do some damage. Really nice. I still think like playing 3 of the other ones definitely probably the better play though. Zeraora, Crush Claw, 30, discard special energy for your opponent's active. Discharge, 50, discard all lightning to your Pokemon. This deck does 50 damage for each card discarded that way. So you could do, I guess, as many as you want, right? The sky's the limit. So really, I think this might take the spot. Delmise, ooh, maybe. Might be pushing it. Because Delmise, you have to like Guzma up next turn. This way to get energies back out. It does more for 3 energies, while Delmise only did 130. So maybe it takes the place of Delmise. Maybe. And then you have like Shaman as your grass basic attacker, and then Zeraora as your lightning basic attacker, to help in different decks. Pretty cool. There's a Muk and a Unbroken-GX. You know, we said we're going to partner the Muks together and make our own GX. Bad poison. Your opponent's active Pokemon's not poison. Put 8 damage counters for this poison. Can you imagine with Seviper and Burbank? Oh my goodness. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You do 140. It does need 3 energy, so it's not like this busted card, right? You need a Psychic and DCE. It is weak to Psychic. I guess, yeah, and expanded, if you're doing this, you have to worry about Trash Lance. It's still a big thing. I guess in Standard, not so much. Like, your worst thing is still, like, Garbodor, Psychic-wise, that I can think of the top of my head. Maybe Nihilego. I'm trying to think what's, like, popular Psychic. There's probably, oh, Naganadel. Like, being able to put a Choice Spin on you and hit you for, like, a ton of damage that way, that could be really bad. It's definitely, like, a bad card, but it seems very cool with bad poison. Poison Cling, 120. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not poison. Heal 100 damage from this Pokemon. Sticky Muk-GX needs no energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not poisoned and paralyzed. If this Pokemon has 4 extra energy attached to it, put 15 damage counters for this poison. Can you imagine having 4 energy on this guy and you just like, all right, well, almost sticky mix. Sorry, with the laser or with the Verbank, you don't even need lasers, I guess. And some Vipers. It's like 22, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, like 210 damage. Holy cow! But you need 4 energies on it. Psychic doesn't really have support right now, so. Anyways, let's keep going. I just think of like all cool things to do. Like you just put, oh man, never mind. Sorry. Anyways, Arbok, Wrap 30, Auto Paralyze if you flip a coin. This Pokemon when you use Wrap during last turn attack does 120 more damage. So 170 plus the 30 is 200 plus the double choice is 260. So if you hit the Wrap heads and they don't play like switch cards. Yeah, they can Guzma, but then you can Wrap again, and it's a non-GX-EX. So you can kind of just, like, pair Wrap and Heavy Choke together, and they paralyze. They can't do anything. Next turn, you do 170. For 200, you hit the double choice. Both turns, you're doing 260. Yeah, seems pretty good. Crobat, 130. Oh man, are we seeing some? Oh, well, hold on. Let me get my hopes up. During your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may use this ability until the end of your opponent's turn to prevent all effects of attacks and damage done to this Pokemon. Alright. Severe poison 6 your opponent's active Pokemon with that. I think it's bad. It's bad. It's a cool ability, but if it had like a 1 energy attack or something, I mean, I guess you could play DCE and Dimension Valley and expand it, and then maybe like AZ it back up, put it back down, make it they can't hurt it again, and then you kind of just like keep going with that loop over and over again. You're gonna eventually run out of AZs and VS stickers, though. Be honest. All right, so Ghastly, increasing Grudge. This Pokemon gets knocked out. Search it for 200. Put them on your bench before you. Oh my! This is like one of the most coolest abilities ever. Being able to search for 2 honors and they gets knocked out is who cares? You're like, all right, I don't care if you knock out my Ghastly. Go for it. I'm evolving to Gengar next turn. Wow. All right, Will-O-Wisp 20. All right, so let's see what Gengar does. Shadow Pain. Sorry, can't read. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your next turn, you can put 6 damage counters on your opponent's GX EX in any way you like. This is what I'm talking about. Being able to snipe 180 in one turn, just playing it down from your hand. Then you can use like AZ and Acerola and stuff. Oh my goodness. Please, Pokemon, try that poison. Terrible. Who cares? What we're using is Shadow Pain over and over again. Wow. That seems really neat. I like that card a lot. Just play like a 4/4/4 Gengar line, man. I don't know what else we're playing with it, but man, that seems really gimmicky. And I love me some Gengar. Alright, Hypno. When your opponent's active Pokemon gets knocked out, you may flip the coin. If heads, you choose the opponent's Pokemon to become their new active. Cool. So you just pick who comes active. That could, like, put him in a bad spot. Maybe you send up somebody who doesn't have Leech to Retreat. It's a high retreat cost. Is it worth it? Stage 1? Probably not. Weezing. Detention Gas. While this Pokemon's are active, so this is my boy Flygon in a stage 1 right now. While this is your active Pokemon, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's base Pokemon, on your opponent's basic Pokemon between turns. You can put this like with Hitmontop. I think it's Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, something like that. Whatever it is, you just like hit and switch back to Weezing. But it's I hope it shows all Pokemon. It's not. It's only basic Pokemon, so it's not as good as I thought it was. Because I thought it said all Pokemon. But it's only basics. But basic is still a pretty big deal. And then, like, we'll have to see what's being played in standard that's evolved. And they kind of go from there. I mean, I still think it's a very, very good card. I just have to mess around Weezing. Have to call Russell, see what's up, see if he has any ideas. Mewtwo, Mind Report. You play this Pokemon from your hand during your turn. You put a support card from your discard on top of your deck. I do like that a lot. Be able to get back your support cards when needed. Psycho Shock. Man, I just wish it did something else. Just a little bit something more. Like 70. It's got this really cool ability, but like attack is so lackluster, unfortunately. Bench Barrier, prevent all damage on your bench Pokemon attacks your opponent's active Pokemon. So new Mr. Mime. We have Psychic Power, push 3 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. It's cool because it makes it where you prevent all damage onto your bench Pokemon by attacking your opponent's active Pokemon. For your opponent's Pokemon. I think it's pretty cool. Psychic Power is not very good, but just being able to Nest Ball Mew out to protect your bench seems very cool if there's a lot of spreads going on, right? Alright, so Miss Magius, Mysterious Message. Once during your turn, you may knock out this Pokemon, then draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. It's kind of like Claydol, but you're taking it out. I mean, I guess you could play like some Miss Magius, Ultra Beast deck, purposely knock out your Miss Magius, draw cards, and then like you Beast String and stuff like that if you can pull it off the same turn. Seems pretty cute. Another Catterday. Draw a card, this Pokemon's asleep. Earkiness. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This attack does 20 damage for each damage counter on that Pokemon. That's actually a really cool snipe thing that you could do. Alright? Maybe just one-shot somebody who has a ton of damage on the bench. Meowstic. Catterday. Draw 3 cards. Pokemon's now asleep. Perplexing the Eyes, 70. Until the end of your next turn, the defending Pokemon's attack weakness is Psychic. Oh, the defending Pokemon's... Okay, they're Psychic. Okay. I got you. Alright, so Marshadow, Reset Hole. Oh my goodness, look at that. Anyway, sorry. We're skipping cards. Alright, Reset Hole. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon is on your bench, you may discard a stadium card and play. Then discard this Pokemon all cards attached to it. Red Knuckle 10, your opponent's active Pokemon. And if your opponent's active Pokemon is an Ultra Beast, this attack does 60 more damage. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, that's actually pretty good. If they're an Ultra Beast that's weak to Psychic, so Buzzwole for the main thing, you just slap a Choice Band on, you do 200 damage. Seems pretty good. And it's got resistance to fighting. Huh. I mean, that could, like, single-handedly destroy Buzzwole decks. I mean, if that's still a thing. I don't think it really is a thing. But it seems pretty cool. And plus, it just does 70 to an Ultra Beast. So, if Ultra Beasts really do get hyped, this Red Knuckle will be able to do 100 for 1 energies. For a singular colorless energy is pretty cool. Marshadow Machan, they look so happy. If one of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 90 more, so 120. 100 split impact, 160. Hero Peak, 200. If this Pokemon has 1 exchange attached to it, if this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from opponent's attack during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. It's not good. Like, it's not terrible, but it's definitely one of the, like, GX cards, tag teams I'm definitely not playing, for sure. Man, this goes on forever. Oh my goodness. This set, we even filtered it. Alright, Secret Maneuvering. If you discard this card with the effect of Giovanni's Banishment, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Alright, so we're just... I don't know what Giovanni's Banishment does, but being able to deck out your opponent is a possibility. If you discard this card with the effect, so we gotta know what Giovanni's Banishment does. Hopefully I remember later on. Right on, Dirty Work for DCE, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. If you play Giovanni's Banishing during this turn, discard 4 more cards. Alright. We have a water attacker that's fighting. Cute. Helpful against Zoroark? Question mark? If you love Quagsire decks? Maybe. Gligar Free Flight. If this Pokemon has no energy attached to it, has no retreat cost, Ninja Thrust, 30. If you play Janie, once again, see this card over and over again. From your hand during your turn, this attack does 90 more damage. Pretty bad? Yeah. Well, I don't know what Janie does. That could change the ball game, right? Gliscor, collect, draw 3, poison jab 7. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not poison. Pretty bad. Hey, new Tyrogue. Mischievous Kick. Once during your turn, you flip a coin if heads. Put 3 damage counters to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Anyways, your turn ends. So the cool thing about this is you can do this turn 1. You can just, like, put 3 damage counters on your opponent's side of the field. If you flip heads. There's a lot of coin flips happening in this set. I can't wait for people to start roll sharking coin flips again. Hitmontop finish combo. If one of your Hitmonlee, if one of your Hitmonlee use special combo during your last turn, this attack does 60 more damage. All right. Oh, this attack does 6 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Ooh, very nice. I don't guess we have Hitmonlee. I don't know where it is. I guess it must be filtered. I don't know. But still, 60 to everybody seems pretty cool. Landorus, Linear Attack. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Alright, Power Cyclone. Move 1 energy from the Pokemon. That's pretty bad. Crabominable. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Alright, Final on 30. If you have fewer Pokemon to play than your opponent, this attack does 50 more damage each for your Pokemon you haven't played. We've actually seen this card before. I don't remember who it was. I believe it was a Dark Pokemon that had the same kind of effect. So DCE, if you have one of your Pokemon, you do 80 to 133, you're doing 180. So you can just go up and up from there, of course. You only need a DCE, so not too bad for sure. Stakataka Fighting Form. It's still a an Ultra Beast. Stone Fence. You want its 3 less price cards. This Pokemon's maximum HP is 200. Flip a coin to get tails for each heads. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Another discard energy. Seems like the fighting Pokemon want to be mill cards. Dark Pulse, 30. This attack does 30 more damage for each dark energy you have in play. Night Unison GX. Put 2 Dark GX EX from your discard pile into your bench, and this Pokemon has 1 extra energy attached to it. Attach 2 energy cards from your discard pile to both of these Pokemon. So we get a Dark Pulse from Darkrai as a GX EX. And we have this really interesting Night Unison that you can put any Dark GX EX from your discard pile into your bench. Or 2. What does it power with? That's my question to y'all. Interesting. I like that. Dark Pulse has come back. We haven't really seen singular dark energies really played in a very long time besides in Darkrai. So I'm interested to see how this is going to work out with Greninja's Zoroark-GX. Will this change the dark meta? There's a new Honchkrow. We haven't seen a Honchkrow. Well, I guess we've seen some Honchkrow, but I think the last big Honchkrow I remember is from like SP. Leader of the Night. If this is your act Pokemon, your opponent can't play in its stadium, especially your tool cards from their hand. Okay, sure. Featherstorm, 90. This attack does 30 damage to your opponent's benched Pokemon GX. And then Unfair GX, look at your opponent's hand and discard 2 cards you find there. So Unfair seems very cool. Be able to like disrupt your opponent, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And be able to make it where they can't play stadium, especially to your tool cards. It's very unique, and I like that a lot. You could just play like a solo Honchkrow deck and probably still lose. Because you're weak to Lightning and Jolteon's a thing. Or Jirachi's a thing. But they can't play tools. So no skateboards. Interesting. Sharpedo. Hey, when the last Honchkrow was good, Sharpedo was the thing too. Greedy Evolution. What's your turn? When you play this card from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon. You will get top cards of your deck and attach as many dark energy you find there to your Pokemon. Or to this Pokemon. Okay. Bad Thing. This attack does 20 more damage times the number of dark energy attached to Pokemon. Alright. So basically, if you just like play like 15 dark energies, man, how many dark energies do you need to one-shot something? Like 7? Definitely terrible. Alright, Spiritomb. Amass Grudge. What's during your turn? You put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon. You can play that with the card that... Oh, the Stunfisk. There you go. And this attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Well, there you go. You just play Stunfisk Spiritomb. That's how we do it. Then you have this backup attacker. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. With 5 on you do 150. Choice band 180. There you go. There's the deck. Stunfisk and Spiritomb. Alright, Sandile. While this Pokemon dragged to your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks do 20 less damage. Greninja. Bring down. Knock out one of the Pokemon. Yours your opponent's with the few remaining HP in play, except this Pokemon. We've actually seen this before. A long time ago. You can knock out the lowest HP Pokemon, yours or your opponent's. So being able to just knock out with the DC is pretty nice. Let's just auto knockout. Alright, Miss/70. This attack's damage is affected by weakness. Isn't affected. I think it meant to say by weakness resistant any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Bring down seems very, very cool, right? If Greninja was a thing. Except this Pokemon. So you have multiple Greninjas out. You could use it. So Lucario and Melmetal-GX. So Melmetal's getting another GX here. Searching for a metal energy attached to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Heavy Impact does 150. And Full Metal Wall-GX. Until the end of the game, all your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks. If this Pokemon has 1 extra energy attached to it, discard energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So having all your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage is pretty unique. And Man, that's gonna be such a pain to like. I mean, I guess as soon as you flip your GX counter over, you can like, I don't know, find a way to like make sure your opponent knows, right? I feel like it's gonna be a problem because people are gonna forget that that's abilities in play. Either way, I'm excited. It's definitely a unique ability that we haven't seen ever in the game. A Alolan Dugtrio, Hair Wall. All your meta Pokemon in play takes 10 less damage from attacks. You just have 4 Alolan Dugtrios, you use Melmetal-GX, you're minus 70 damage for your meta Pokemon. You can use Aggron. Type press 80. If this Pokemon is damaged by attacks to your opponent's next turn, put 8 damage counters on that Pokemon. You know, hey, you're gonna attack me. You're getting hit back. Giga Impact 160. This Pokemon can't attack you. I mean, you can buy Metal Frying Pans. You take even less damage. Look at there. All right, low kick 40, rush up 60. If you attach a tool to this Pokemon to your turn, does 70 more damage. Pretty terrible. Genesect, come on, Genesect, bleed good, boy. High speed flying shape. If your opponent has any GX, EX in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. Split Beam 30 does 30-30. Metal DC, bad. Metal Eater. Alright. Once during a turn, you may discard metal energy from your hand, then heal 100 from this Pokemon. Heavy Impact 130 for 4 energies. If you had more than 100, I mean, maybe 150 is okay. Maybe. Probably not. Like, you just get destroyed by a Sylveon. And I think it's definitely still going to be a deck coming up. Alright, so into Fairy Pokemon now. Gardevoir and Sylveon-GX. Hey, what, you know, Gardy, he was gone. He's gone for a little while. Let's see if Gardy is back. They've always been friends. He played the decks together. Now they're just one big GX tag team card. I like they did that. I like that they actually put 2 competitive cards together. So, Fairy Song. Search check for 2 Fairy Energy and attach them to your bench Pokemon any way you like. Kaleido Storm 150. Move as many energy cards attached to any of your Pokemon to your Pokemon anyway. So you just move around energy. Pretty unique, I think. Miracle Magic 200. This Pokemon has 3 extra Fairy Energy attached to it. Your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck. You just... Alright, shuffle my hand in my deck. Top deck. It seems pretty cool. Then the top deck, they and you cry. The GX seems cool. The attack is lackluster, I would think. Fairy Song, be able to set your Pokemon is pretty cool. I think it's nice. Cleffa. Once during your turn, you flip a coin of heads, shuffle your hand to the deck, then draw 6 cards. Anyways, your turn ends. How much did Tyrogue do? 3. Oh, no. Oh, they had... Pokemon, you messed up. You could have done the whole Cleffa versus Tyrogue thing. Oh, man. Anyways. I like Cleffa. I like it a lot. Shuffle. Yeah. You just coin flipping. You flip it turn 1, you can shuffle draw 6. 3's pretty nice. You flip tails, well, your turn ends. Who cares? Your turn ends, I don't care. I like it a lot. Moon Viewing Dance. This tactic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Cleffa and Tyrogue, there's a huge fight of the Cleffa versus Tyrogue. Cleffa was shuffle. That was ability. You shuffle, draw 6. Your turn, whatever. Tyrogue would punch. That Cleffa's attack would shuffle, draw 6. Tyrogue would just punch for no energy for 30. Tyrogues would be dunking Cleffa and stuff like that. Left and right. Boom, 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 boom. That would have repeat. We don't. Thanks, Pokemon. You ruined it. This deck does 30 more damage times my Pokemon with Fairy Energy attached to it, and you haven't played. So, 150 max. Not very good. Togekiss. Once during your turn, you may heal 30 damage from all your Fairy Pokemon. Next card. Whimsicott-GX. If this Pokemon would be damaged by an attack, flip a coin of heads to prevent that damage. Ooh. Alright, I like that a lot. Energy below 10. This deck does 30 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Toybox-GX. Search deck for 5 cards and put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. I like the ability a lot, right? You're just constantly like flipping a coin. Once again, we're flipping coins here. We're flipping coins in Unbroken Bonds. Okay, we're fine. Oh goodness, we're almost done with the Pokemon. Oh my, it's been 44 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys. Aromatisse. Intense Scent. Flip 2 coins. If either is heads, look at your opponent's hand and shuffle a card for each heads into their deck. Next card. Raticate. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, switch this with one of your bench Pokemon. So with an evolution, you just... terrible. Alright. Fearow. Flip a coin if it has discard 2 energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh. That could be really nice. Be able to discard energies and stuff. That could be a bit mill decks. I can see that being played for sure. Persian. 100 HP. Cat meaning all attacks your Pokemon with the Catterday attack have no energy cost. Oh, now it makes sense why Catterday is so much like being played. But even then, you're only just drawing energies. I mean, drawing cards. So it's not that good to combine them. Like, it's a very unique thing, like, right? Persian's like, hey, we're having a cat meeting. You can draw cards for free. And I'm like, alright, that's terrible. Alright, so Catwalk. Unless Persian GX says Catterday for like an attack. I don't think it will. Catwalk. If one of your Pokemon GX was knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may search deck for any 2 cards and put them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. You can only use Catwalk. You can only use 1 Catwalk a turn. So you just get any 2 cards. Not bad for stage 1, right? Vengeance. 10. This attack does 20 more damage to each Pokemon in your discard pile. You can't add more than 180 damage this way. So if there's 9 in there, you can do 190. But it needs 3 energies. I wish it was just a DCE, which, I mean, it probably seems broken. But then, yeah, it'll be broken. We get 200 HP. There's got to be some way you get powered up for somebody. Slashback, 150, switch just one of your bench Pokemon. Anyways, I really do like Persian a lot. It seems like a really cool attack. It's colorless, it gets splashed into anything, and having the Catwalk ability seems really, really cool. Just be able to search for any 2 cards and put them in your hand. I like that a lot. I like this Persian GX. I never thought I'd say I like a Persian card, but I like this Persian card. Alright, Porygon Z. As often as you like during a turn, you may attach a special energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a... Is this right? You can just attach a billion like special energies from your hand. I get. Is this right? Is this wording correct? And I'm reading it correct. You may attach as often as you like during your turn. You may attach a special as often as you like. Am I just overthinking this? It's just one time. It's just as many times as you want to. I need some better clarification for people like me who don't know Pokemon cards do immediately. Because I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm going to attach 4 DCs in one turn. Is this true? It's crazy. So it would be some crazy code. Hopefully somebody's watching this and I just talk to myself so I can figure that out. Alright, Snorlax. Heal 10 damage to the Pokemon between turns. If your opponent's active Pokemon is attack Team GX, this attack does 120 more damage. Well, Malamar, have you met my friend Snorlax, who does 180 to tag teams? Look at all the Pikachus! Oh my goodness, they made chubby Pikachus. The Torchic is even... I love it. Please, America, don't change that card. Glammy out. Draw a card. Pokemon's asleep. Whatever. Bad. Catdish. I mean, of course it goes to Persian. I understand this. Discard a random card from your hand. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. If this Pokemon evolved during Glammy out this turn, discard 2 cards instead. We're liking some mill stuff today. Alright. Ability, playing House Heal. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin of heads, heal 6 damage when your opponent's Pokemon. Anyways, your turn ends. Where's the Pichu at? Where are we going to find the Pichu? We just search Pokemon. Look at this Celesteela. Oh my goodness. That is crazy looking. And if this is your active Pokemon, prevent all damage and effects done by your opponent's GX attacks to any of your Pokemon in play. Huh. So it's immune to GX attacks, right? I'm not crazy. I read that correctly. But there's a big downside to this card, and it's called Lightning. I imagine Zapdos is still going to be played everywhere. I can't see that deck going away. It's just so consistent and strong. Celesteela seems cool, but with Lightning being the weakness, it seems like a huge... Maybe not, but I mean, let's look at the attacks. Power Cycle 110. Move 1 energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon. Discovery-GX. Put all your prize cards into your hand. This does not count as taking prize cards. Put the same number of cards from the top of your deck as new prize cards. If you have less prize cards than deck, you can't use the stack. So if you have like 6 prize cards remaining, you have 5 cards, you can't use the attack. So it has a really cool ability, but the attack is very lackluster, and being weak to lightning, I'm not going to say it's that good. It definitely seems interesting, and that's all I can really say about Sailor Stealer for right now. Because like if your opponent's only playing GX cards, you can easily win. Anyways, let's go to tool cards. Beast Bringer. Bringer. If you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining, remaining prize cards, and the Ultra Beast's card is attached to you, knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon GX from an attack, draw 1 extra prize card. So you get to draw a card if you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining. But I definitely would just like rather have a choice band or something like that. Frost Ice Axe. Look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. Choose 2 of them and shuffle them back into your opponent's deck. Then put the other card on top of your opponent's deck. I mean, you could like manipulate their hand, and with that like one Pokemon that lets you look at their hand and discard them, you could kind of pilot that together. Devolution Spray. Choose 1 of your evolved Pokemon to play and shuffle as many evolution cards from that Pokemon as you like into your deck. Gengar, get shuffled back in the deck, buddy. Seems pretty cool. Duststone. Ooh. Choose 1 of your mischievous Murkrow, Doublade, or Lampin in play. Search deck for card which evolves from them and evolve the chosen Pokemon. You can do this on your first turn, and during the turn the Pokemon was put into play. Alrighty, guess we're getting a turn 1 Honchkrow. Dust Island. If a player switches their Poison Act Pokemon with the effect of their own trainer card, the new Act Pokemon is not poison. If the poison damage has been altered by effect, this effect is also applied to the new poison. Oh my goodness. So if they like Guzma, Switch, Escape Rope, there's still a poison. Alolan Muck, you wait a second, buddy. We're going to try to get you played somehow. Electromagnetic Radar. You have to discard 2 cards from your hand to play this card. Search deck for up to 2 Lightning EX-GX Pokemon, reveal them, and put them in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So you can find your Lightning EX-GX Pokemon. Alright, Dedenne, I see you. I hear you, Dedenne. Alright, Energy Spinner. Alright, Fidget Spinners. Search deck for 1 basic energy, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. If you went second and it's your first turn, you may search deck for 3 basic energy cards instead. So you can just find a bunch of basic energies. I don't know why this matters. Fairy Charm, don't care. Fairy Charm, don't care. Flame Crystal, put 3 fire energies from Discapel into your hand. Once again, we're getting a lot of fire energies in our hand. I guess this does go with Blastoise. Alright, so here's a card I've been waiting for. Giovanni's Banishment. What do we do? Discard up to 2 of your bench Pokemon with no damage counters on them and all cards attached to them. Oh, now I see. Okay, if you discard the Diglett with them, you can discard the top card of their deck. Oh. I mean, this could be good just, like, to get rid. Like, right, you're just discarding Pokemon, which, you know, seems very weird, right? Like, why would you want to do this? But what if you need to discard the Dedenne and Tapu Lele on your bench? This could be really, really big. Ooh. Green Search. You can only play this card if you have no Pokemon with the ability in play. Search it for your trainer cards, for them put in your hand. What deck plays no ability Pokemon? That's all I gotta say. Okay, here's a new card. Janai? I guess it's like Koga's daughter or something from the looks of it. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Choose 2 of them, put them back into your hand. Choose 2 of them, put them into your hand. Okay, so look at the top 4, pick 2. Okay. Koga's Trap. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and confused. What are we like? Gym heroes right now? Lieutenant Surge Strategy. You can only play this card if you have more remaining prize cards than your opponent. You can play 3 supporter cards this turn, including this card, so 2 extra. Three supporter cards in 1 turn? How? So, one of the biggest reasons why Lycanroc was so strong because you were able to Guzma and play a search support or like a shuffle draw card. You can just do this if you're behind on prize cards. What is happening? It's really good. That's probably the best card from this set I've seen. Alright, Fighting Dojo. Pokemon with basic fire energy attached to them, except Ultra Beast, do 10 more damage against their opponent's active Pokemon. If a player's prize cards are more than that, their opponent's attack does 40 more damage. So if you're down, you do 40 instead of 10. Huh. It's cool that we got a fighting damage modifier, because we really don't have any of those besides Deontay. So, I mean, but can you imagine this in expanded? You just like play a strong energy, Fighting Dojo, Choice Band, Deontay. There's so many modifiers right there. Metal Core Barrier. Discard the card. Discard this card at the end of your opponent's turn. The Metal Pokemon card's tattoo takes 70 less damage from attack. Alright, cool. So we'll just use this with Venomoth-GX, and you take 100 less damage every turn. Mulaney. You have to discard 2 Metal G's from your hand to play this card. Shuffle 1 trainer card from your discard pile back into your deck. It's not too busted because it doesn't go back into your hand, but being able to discard cards, discard Metal G's could be really useful, especially in Bronzong decks and expanded. Alright, so let's look at Pokegear. Look at top 7 cards of your deck, choose a supporter card you find there, reveal it, and put it to your hand. We've seen this kind of before. Unmanned Power Plant. Both players EX-GX have no abilities. I mean, I think this is like almost a staple in like if you don't focus your deck so much on Shrine of Punishment, Unmanned Power Plant, it's going to be so good for those non-GX EX decks. Red's Challenge. Alright, I see you, VGC, coming out. You have to discard 2 cards from your hand to play this card. Search it for any card and put it in your hand. Okay, so discard 2, get any card. Very good. Obviously, you're getting 1 card. You can discard Eggs and Expanded, which seems very nice. Like, a lot of these cards seem really good and Expanded. Just because you have VS Seeker and you can do, like, all this cute stuff. Samson Oak. Okay. Draw 2 cards. If both active Pokemon the same type, draw 2 additional cards. Not good. Spy Hood. Prevent all abilities done to this Pokemon. This card is attached to you by your opponent's Pokemon. So you prevent abilities. Cool. Once again, Choice Band seems better. Put a card from your opponent's discard pile into their hand. I wonder what this counters. Like eggs? I don't know. Like, what's a card that your opponent doesn't want to have in their hand? Ultra Force Cartonvoy. Damage done by your Ultra Beast during this turn is not affected by any effects your opponent's active Pokemon. So, does this get around GX, EX Pokemon? So, like, does this get their Hoopa now? Because damage done by your Ultra Beast during this turn is not affected by any effects your opponent's active Pokemon. If your opponent's active Pokemon says GX, EX, BX, Basics can hurt it, this goes through it, right? Yeah, it does. Welder. Attach 2 Fire Energies from your hand to your Pokemon, then draw 3 cards. There we go. That's what I was looking for. We finally have a Fire Sport. It makes sense now why there's so much Fire Sport and getting stuff. Oh, we have Welder. We can attach 3 energies now in 1 turn. And you get to draw 3 cards. This is very, very good. And Roasterville. And, whatever the discard Fire Stadium thing. And Triple Accelerated Energy. This card can only be attached to an evolved Pokemon. At the end of the turn, This card was attached. Discard it. This card provides 3 colorless energy. If this card is attached to anything but an evolved Pokemon, discard it. So, I mean, to me, you just put it on Guardian, you'd have this base 90. I don't know. So there we go. There is the quote-unquote, the relevant cards. Because you go here now, and all of a sudden you just see, like, everybody. I mean, there's a bunch of cards, obviously, right? We're talking about 190. This set is huge. Yeah, 190 cards without even counting. Wow, this is so many cards. Oh my goodness. It's probably one of the biggest sets we've ever seen. But yeah, there it goes. Shout out to Limitless. If you're stuck around for this hour, I love you. And like I said before in the beginning of the video, let me know your top 10 favorite cards from Unbroken Bonds. There's a lot of cards here. I'm trying to make a poll and see what's the best cards are. Alrighty, have a great day. See you tomorrow for Expanded Thursday. Alrighty, bye.